Hello and welcome to Oliveboard platform and very good afternoon to all of you. Hi, good afternoon everyone. I hope so I'm audible properly. Am I? Please join me quickly so that we can start our next Delhi Sultanate Part 2. And in your previous class, we have already discussed the Delhi Sultanate Part 1, in which we have covered the special your slave dynasty part, right? Or the slave dynasty segment. Hi, audible? Okay, thank you for confirm. Please join. Okay, any doubts regarding your previous class? Okay, if you'll have any doubts regarding your previous class, please let me know here, because as this is a connected topic from your previous class, so that is why I'm asking more. Otherwise, we can start. Okay. Good afternoon. Okay, so finally, Delhi Sultanate was started by Qutbuddin Aibak, and he was the founder of slave dynasty. Right? In a Delhi Sultanate, you will find a 5 different dynasty. First is slave dynasty, then after Khilji, then after Tughlaq, Sayyid, and Lodi. In your previous class, we have already discussed the slave dynasty, which was started by Qutbuddin Aibak and uh, ended by Kekubat, right? He was the last ruler. And finally, we'll have a second dynasty, that is a Khilji dynasty, in today's session. If you are watching this session in a recorded format, definitely you can put all your doubt in a doubt window. Either me or my teaching assistant will answer all your queries. Okay, so let's start a Khilji dynasty and the Khilji Vansh. First of all, this was a Khilji part. This was your slave dynasty. Okay. So in a Khilji dynasty, we'll cover around 3 important rulers only. In a Khilji dynasty, this dynasty will start from a Jalaluddin Khilji, then after Alauddin Khilji, and then after Firoz Shah. Then after Qutbuddin Mubarak Shah. Okay. So only 3 rulers you have to cover in a case of Khilji dynasty. This is the sequence. Khilji dynasty started in 1290 to 1320, we can say. And before migrating to India, the Khiljis were sourced from, basically, they used to lived in a Afghanistan region, right? So they are also sometimes they termed as a Afghanis in India. Otherwise, the Lodis were the first Afghani in India. Actually, some historian considered them they lived in Afghanistan region. Some historian deny this, so that is why we doesn't have a perfect source that they belongs to actual Afghanistan region. Okay, and when they migrated to India, finally they ruled in a Delhi Sultanate part after the slave dynasty. The first ruler of Khilji dynasty was Jalaluddin Firoz Shah Khilji, or you can say just Jalaluddin Khilji. Okay, timing 1290 to 96. He was the founder. Then after Alauddin Khilji, then after Qutbuddin Mubarak Shah. Now let's have a Jalaluddin Khilji first of all. So Jalaluddin Khilji, when he became a ruler in a 1290, his age was around 70 years old. So that is why, due to his age issue, the age factor, he could not handle the whole Delhi Sultanate area or each and every region of Delhi Sultanate. So that is why there was his nephew Alauddin Khilji. He became a Subedar, actually Jalaluddin Khilji appointed him a Subedar of Kada, Manikpur, or the Allahabad region, or you can say the Allahabad or a Prayagraj belt. Okay, whenever there's any new issue originate, always Alauddin Khilji asked to Jalaluddin, as he was the founder. He was the founder of Khilji Dynasty, and then after execute that particular action of work. Okay. Once Alauddin Khilji was actually in his young age, so he wanted to conquer the whole India and the Delhi part also. So to fulfill his aim, one day Alauddin Khilji, I'm just writing it in a short form, that is AK. Alauddin Khilji defeated Devgiri ruler Dev Chandra. Okay. And he also looted a Devgiri region. Actually, this information was not given to the Jalaluddin Khilji. When he came to know that this was happened, so finally, when he got to know this particular incident, Jalaluddin Khilji was actually angry and he wanted to meet with Alauddin Khilji. In a boating area, they finally decide a venue, and at a one situation, Alauddin Khilji killed Jalaluddin Khilji and became our next ruler. Alauddin Khilji also got married to Jalaluddin Khilji's daughter. So this was just a story in a case of Jalaluddin Khilji. If we talk about at the competitive point, definitely you will have a question that who was the founder of Khilji dynasty. They were belongs to which area. So these type of questions usually asked in a Jalaluddin Khilji. One more part. Jalaluddin Khilji, his age was 70 years old, but still, during his time, there were three important revolts placed. The revolt of Malik Chupak, then after the revolt of Sidi Mola, and the revolt of Tazauddin. Okay, these revolts also took place during the time of Jalaluddin Khilji. Okay. After once Alauddin Khilji killed Jalaluddin Khilji, who became a next ruler. So Alauddin Khilji became hi, good afternoon. Alauddin Khilji became our next ruler of Khilji dynasty. Clear? Any doubts? No. The timing 1296 to 1316 was the timing of Alauddin Khilji. There's a lot of time they have asked a question, what was the childhood name or the early name of Alauddin Khilji? So the early name of Alauddin Khilji was Ali Gurshap. This was his early name, Ali Gurshap. Okay. Alauddin Khilji was actually very prominent and important ruler in a case of Khilji dynasty actually. And in when he killed Jalaluddin Khilji in 1296 at Delhi, he declared himself as Sultan. Because remember, Iltutmish took the authority, the letter of Sultan from the Baghdad Khalifa Al-Muntasir Billah, right? So he took the title of Sultan as well. Now, the Alauddin Khilji's conquests are very important in a case of Alauddin Khilji, because he was the first ruler who spread his Delhi Sultanate empire till South India even. Okay, so his conquests are very important. Let's have a look. See, his real name was Ali Khurshab, and Alauddin Khilji declared himself. Okay, now the conquests are important. So see here. First of all, Alauddin Khilji's expansion of Delhi Sultanate took place in three phases. In a first phase, he conquered the Gujarat and the Rajasthan and the Malwa region, that means MP region. Okay, so if we check out the area, So basically, in a first phase, he conquered this region completely. The Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the Malwa or the MP part majorly. In a second part, he start conquering this Maharashtra region and the Deccan Plateau part. So this particular region made to accept the Sajjati. And in a third part, central control over entire Deccan region or entire Deccan part. So he was the first ruler who conquered the South India region, or you can say the Deccan Plateau of India. Okay. Now, his first major conquest was Gujarat under the command of his brother Nusrat Khan and Ulgu Khan, where he started to spread his particular empire. They besieged Anhilwada, the capital of Rajakarna, the temple of Somnath. See, very important part. The temple of Somnath was once again sacked by the Alauddin Khilji. And then after, he finally met with Malik Kafur, who was also known as Hazar Dinari. This was the title of Malik Kafur. Okay, who later became great military general and Malik, or we can also say this. After Malik Kafur, the whole Rajasthan region was actually captured with the help of Malik Kafur. Somewhat the Deccan region was also captured with the help of Malik Kafur again. Now, Alauddin then conquered the Ranthambore from the Hamir Deva first. No need to cover the particular ruler of a particular dynasty. Just keep in mind that he conquered the Ranthambore area. In 1303, he attacked the Chittor, okay, ruled by Guhilot king Rana Ratan Singh. Now, Amir Khusro, who accompanied Alauddin in this particular expedition or the Rajasthan expedition, gives an account of conquest of Chittor and refers to the practice of Zohar in his Khajain ul Futu. This is a book of or literature work of Amir Khusro, and in this book there's a mention of Zohar, which is actually occurred in a Chittor region. Okay, according to Malik Muhammad Jaisi, okay, the Padmavat, the main object of Alauddin Khilji in invading Chittor was to acquire Padmini, who was the queen of Rana Ratan Singh, and Chittor was now renamed as Khizrabad. This is very important because Khizrabad, Khizra was the name of Alauddin Khilji's son. So that is why he renamed the whole Chittor area at the name of Khizrabad. Okay. Malik Kafur title was Hazar Dinari. Actually, Alauddin Khilji bought him at a rupees or the cost of Hazar Dinar. So that is why he received a title name Hazar Dinari. Okay. Now, the greatest achievement conquers the Deccan region or the Deccan part. For this, he sent an expedition to South India under the command of Malik Kafur. Okay, this question has been asked in your exam, so that is why. Between 1307 to 12, Kafur defeated the Yadav king Ramchandra Dev of Devgiri in 1307. Kaktiya king Pratap Rudradev II of Warangal in 1909 to 10. The king of Warangal, Pratap Rudradeva, gave the Kohinoor diamond to Malik Kafur, and from this type, basically from this way, finally, the Kohinoor diamond received by Alauddin Khilji. Okay. Then after Malik Kafur handed over to Alauddin Khilji and Hoysal king Veervalal III in 1911. So yes, you have to remember these ruler, the year, especially in the south expedition of Alauddin Khilji. That is why I have mentioned two. Okay, otherwise I can just take a line that he conquered the South India. But no, there's a lot of time they have asked a question, Devgiri in which year, who was the ruler of Warangal. So that is why you have to cover. There's no need to cover in a Rajasthan part, but we have to cover it in a South India part. Okay, then after. Padmavat movie or who was the main actress? Deepika Padukone, right? So this particular story is based around that. Now, I think in a Iltutmish region, I have told you the Mongols invaded or Mongols tried attack the first time when the Iltutmish was the ruler. Okay, maximum time the Mongols when they tried attack in India during Alauddin Khilji. This question has been asked. During which ruler the Mongols attacked first time? During which ruler the Mongols attacked lot of time or more than 6 times or 5 times? Okay, so during Alauddin Khilji, Mongols attacked 6 times during the region of 1296 to 97, 98, 1303, and 5. Okay, now uh, okay. Apart from this, okay, basically Alauddin Khilji was a very prominent ruler in a case of Delhi Sultanate. So his administrative reforms are very popular. First of all, the market reforms are very popular in a case of Alauddin Khilji. Okay, for example, in a case of market reform, he strictly follow the price control policy, or he gave the price control policy. Okay, so there's a question: who introduced the price control policy or the strict price control measures on the production cost? Was given by Alauddin Khilji. Okay, who segregate the markets, or you can say which Delhi Sultanate ruler classify the markets? So in a modern time, as you can see, we have a different market of Kapla market, and the food grain market is separate. The sabji mandi is separated, right? So in a Delhi Sultanate part, Alauddin Khilji actually segregate or classify the 4 markets. First was food, clothes, slaves, and miscellaneous. Okay, so he classified this community market. Okay, and there's a there's a one chief, or you can say head of a market, who is also termed as Shahane Mandi. Shahane Mandi. He was the main in charge of each and every separated market. Okay, then after, he also founded a one department, that is a Diwane Riyasat. Very important. Diwane Riyasat. Okay. Actually, Diwane Riyasat was a department of commerce, you can say. It was a ministry of commerce, you can say. I think in a Gayasuddin Balwan case I have mentioned, he also started a one department. Remember or not? Diwane Riyasat. Huh? No? Okay. Now, he was the first ruler who gave land measurement unit. Biswa. So, there's a question. Biswa was given by, Biswa is associated with, this type of question could be asked from the Alauddin Khilji administrative part especially. Clear? Then after, he was the ruler who actually took the jizya part. He was the ruler who also imposed the land revenue part. Jizya separately, or sometime it is added with the land revenue also. Land revenue, or you can say tax. It is in a Delhi Sultanate part, it was termed as the ghari, or it is termed as the bhaga. Okay, any doubts from here? Any doubts? Apart from this, he also established or started a new department, that Diwane Riyasat and Diwane Mustakharaj. Actually, Diwane Mustakharaj was a department of slaves, somewhat. Okay, or you can say when the dues and the collectors, these type of things are usually handled in a case of Diwane Mustakharaj. Okay, he also applied a khums tax. Khums. This was a type of tax. Khums tax, Kharaj tax he imposed, and Jizya was also a part of Alauddin Khilji's market part. Okay. Apart from this, he also started a dag system. Very important. Dag system, or you can say dag pratha. If you are comfortable, you can refer this word. Just a minute. Basically, dag is a branding of horse, and one more, the chehra. Okay, dag system and chehra. Chehra is associated with the shoulder part, and dag is the branding of horse. Branding of horse. Clear? Now, he also did some architecture part. So, for example, Alauddin Khilji constructed Siri Fort. Siri Fort is located in a New Delhi region. Actually, it is just converted into a Khandar. Okay, so Siri Fort near Delhi. Okay, one more part. Alauddin Khilji also constructed Alai Darwaza. Alai Darwaza, you have seen this. Alai Darwaza is actually located, or it is an entrance of Qutub Minar. Okay, so Mehroli Qutub Minar. Again, Delhi. Located in Delhi region or a Delhi part. Okay, apart from this, he also constructed Hauz Khas. Very popular area of Delhi right now. Hauz Khas. Hauz Ed Ilahi also he constructed this particular region. Okay. And finally, in around 1316, he died. Please take the PDF completely. Okay. So this was a part. Now, the next ruler, or you can say, these terms are what like Urdu. Somewhat Urdu. Okay. See, now after the Alauddin Khilji, the next ruler was Qutubuddin Mubarak Shah. Timing 1360 to 1320 is the time. Qutubuddin Mubarak Shah succeeded Alauddin Khilji, but he had a very short and tributous region. He faced opposition and revolt from the powerful noble and ultimately lost control from the empire. His rule marked the end of Khilji because he was the last ruler. And I have told you, Khiljis were the shortest serving dynasty of Delhi Sultanate. Okay. After Khilji Dynasty, the next dynasty who ruled in Delhi region was Tughlaq Dynasty. Okay. Timing of Tughlaq 1320 to 1414 AD is the main timing. This dynasty, there's a other name like a slave dynasty, as I have told you, the different name of slave dynasty, right? Can you tell me one of them? Anyone? The different name of slave dynasty, please. No? Mamluk, very nice. When Iltutmish started ruling, the dynasty name was Anyone? Mamluk. Ilbari? No? Ilbari was there, Mamluk was there. So, like slave dynasty, Tughlaq dynasties was also named as Quran Tughs. Sometime it is called. The father of Ghazi Malik was a Quran. Actually, there's a no mention that Tughlaqs were actually belongs to which area, because they were not Turkish, they were not Turkey region. They didn't belong to the Turkey region, so that is why there's a source that they were called the Tukranhan, okay, or a Turk's kind of part. Okay, now Ghazi Malik was the father, first ruler Ghayasuddin Tughlaq, or you can say Ghazi Malik. 1320 to 1325 is the timing of Ghazi Malik or Ghayasuddin Tughlaq. He was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq laid the foundation of Tughlaqabad, which is again a strong fort near Delhi. It is also there. Ghayasuddin Tughlaq sent his son Jona Khan. Okay, Jona Khan was his son's name, or you can say Jona Khan. When he became a ruler, he got the title name Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Leave it. Just keep in mind, Jona Khan was the son of this Ghayasuddin Tughlaq. Okay, Warangal or Kaktiyas and Madurai, because he again wanted to capture the remaining south region. His relationship with the Sufi saint Sheikh Nizam Uddin Aulia was not cordial, and it is believed that Jona Khan treacherously killed his father and ascended the throne with the title Muhammad bin Tughlaq in 1325. So actually there was a story that one time there was a one day Ghayasuddin Tughlaq actually coming back from Afghanistan region, and his stage was set up by his son Jona Khan. The particular setup was made by wood, and due to some climate issue or what, the historians are not source, is not sure actually. The complete structure just get destroyed over the Ghayasuddin Tughlaq. So this was a kind of strategy his son used. Some historian mention it. So he was killed by his son Jona Khan, and Jona Khan became a next ruler with the title name of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So in this point, you just have to need to cover that Ghayasuddin Tughlaq was the ultimate founder of Tughlaq dynasty. His real name was Ghazi Malik. Okay, clear? Okay, any issues? Okay, now one more question, that which ruler took a lot of interest to set up to promote the agriculture? So agriculture sector was promoted by Ghayasuddin Tughlaq only, and for the agriculture section he also built canal, especially for the irrigation part. And he also imposed a one tax. If a farmer is using a state canal for the irrigation purpose, he has to pay a one tax. So that is also mentioned in a Ghayasuddin Tughlaq part. Okay, clear? Now moving to the next part, and let's have a Muhammad bin Tughlaq, or you can say Jona Khan, a very popular ruler of complete Delhi Sultanate, we can say. He got the title name Ulgu Khan. Yeah, Jona Khan was the real name. When he became a ruler, he assumed a title Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and the other titles were Ulgu Khan, Pagal Badshah. He was termed as a Pagal Badshah and the Ulgu Khan. Right now, he was a very attractive character in a history part, especially in a medieval, due to his different scheme, due to his different experiments actually, which got unsuccessful. So that is why he's majorly termed as a Pagal Badshah. Now, First of all, when he became a ruler, he did some administrative things definitely in his part, and the first was transfer of capital. Now, the whole Delhi Sultanate was running at Delhi region or from a Delhi region, especially the traders were uh, starting their trade or their business from a Delhi region. Okay, in around 1326 27, he shifted his capital from Devgiri region, and he wanted to make a Devgiri as a huge or a hub of trading system. But the business and the businessman and the trading was completely from an ancient time, or we can say that from the starting of Delhi Sultanate, the each and every businessman was doing their business from a Delhi region. But when the capital shifted from Delhi to Devgiri, for that because of transportation thing and because of the clients thing, this particular situation was getting worse when he shifted his capital in a point of each and every trader, or in a case of businessmen especially. So his first step to transfer the capital was completely neglected by the audience of Delhi, or especially the uh, people of Delhi. Okay, then after, the token currency in 1329 to 1330, the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, or we can say Jona Khan, introduced a one currency, or you can say a token currency. Actually, there was a circulation. What he did, he introduced copper coin. Okay, and there was also a circulation of silver coin was also there in a Delhi Sultan, because Iltutmish started the Taka coin. Okay, so but what he did, the value of copper coin and the value of silver coin was almost equal. Due to this issue, the people start depositing the silver coin especially, and the circulation of copper coin was completely in the market. But there's an issue of value part. He again did a one part, that he was the only ruler in a history who introduced the leather coin to cope up this issues or this particular situation. He was the first ruler who introduced the leather coin. This was a token currency issue. Then after, again for the agriculture part, he did some important assignments for the agriculture, especially Amir Kohi department was the major part. Now, administration transfer, Devgiri, okay. Token currency was the main part. Okay. Now, Alauddin Khilji actually imposed a lot of taxes in a Delhi Sultanate part, and Muhammad bin Tughlaq, what he did, he actually cancelled each and every tax. Okay, he actually postponed each and every tax, and he just introduced a Doab tax. Now, just give me a minute, everyone. Uh, yeah, I'm coming on that. Just a minute. The Doab tax. Not in 1326, it was in 1328. 28 and 29. It's a Doab, D-O-A-B. Region between river. I'm coming on that. What happened? Is it a place or what? It was a text. Doab. Okay. See. Now, so the taxation in the Doab, so basically Doab was a tax. So he postponed each and every tax which was launched by Alauddin Khilji, and he just introduced a Doab tax. Basically, Doab is a region between the two rivers. So basically the Ganga and the Yamuna region area, this particular field is termed as Doab. And if a person or if a people of Delhi Sultanate wants to cultivate crops in this region, they have to pay a one amount, and that amount is considered as a Doab tax. But due to some climatic issue, ultimately this particular taxation was not actually this particular taxation was completely zero for that year due to some drought issue also. So this plan or this scheme was again problematic for Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now, he did some agriculture reformation, especially because he started a new department, that is a Amir-e-Kohi, or you can also call it as a Diwan-e-Kohi. It was an agriculture department. So like Balwan introduced some department, Diwan-e-Kohi, Diwan-e-Bandgan and Mustkharaj and different parts. So he started at the Amir-e-Kohi or the Diwan-e-Kohi agriculture department. Okay. One more incident took place during Muhammad bin Tughlaq, especially the Kharchil war, or you can say the agrarian reform, the Khursan expedition, right? Or the Kharchil war. Okay. So what he did, because he again wanted to cover a particular region of Afghanistan, so he made a advance payment to his army, and once our army received a paid amount or the advance payment, he just ran away, and due to this issue he got insolvent during his empire. Okay, so these were the some drastical issues or some schemes which was launched by Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and that is why he is termed as the Pagal Badshah. Okay, now after Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the disasters has also take place. Finally, a perfect ruler presented in our Tughlaq dynasty, and the ruler name was Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the very sorted ruler in our whole Delhi Sultanate, we can say. He was a ruler who understand the administration part, especially. He was a cousin of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now, if we talk about the very important segment of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, first of all, so he founded, or you can say he established new 4 cities. Firozpur, Firozabad, Jaunpur, at the name of his cousin brother Jona Khan or Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Jaunpur, and Hisar, Haryana. Okay. To understand the taxation system, he firstly did a taxation reform. First of all, he ended each and every tax which was launched by Muhammad bin Tughlaq, including a Doa. Okay, and he just introduced 4 new taxation system, or just 4 new taxes. The first is Jizya, Zakat, Khums, Kharaj. Okay, these 4 taxes were completely launched by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Jizya was a tax which was imposed on non-Muslim community, especially. This particular text was introduced by Muhammad bin Qasim in India first time, and during Alauddin Khilji and some other ruler, sometime jizya was received or imposed, including with the land revenue tax. But Firoz Shah Tughlaq imposed this tax completely separately, or even he imposed this tax even on women, children, the poor people, each and every category of his janta, or you can say crowd. Okay, so it was a non-Muslim tax. Zakat was completely a Muslim tax, or you can say it was completely imposed on a Muslim community, and they have to give around 2.5% of their production of their annual income. Okay, it is also imposed in a modern time also, um, depending on their Quran kind of things. Okay, now then after Khums, it was agriculture tax again, and Kharaj was also imposed on a looted part or the robbery properties. This was a tax which was launched by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Any doubts from here? The Firoz Shah Tughlaq especially. Huh? No? Okay. Firoz Shah Tughlaq was again, actually Tughlaq's ruler were concerned with the agriculture part. Each and every ruler basically. So in a Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he did a 6-year long survey on crops production. Okay. He also built 1200 fruit garden. There was a question, which was the first ruler who established the gardens. So fruit gardens were established by Firoz Shah Tughlaq, especially. Then after, again, he was a kind type of ruler. So he imposed just a minute. Are where was that? Chicken. So he started a new department, that is a Diwan-e Khairat. Now, Diwan-e Khairat was kind of donation department, and through this donation, he usually arrange marriage ceremonies for the poor girls, especially. Donation department. Okay. He also opened one hospital in a Delhi Sultanate, Dar-ul-Shafa was the name of that particular hospital, which was launched by this Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay. Again, he built these 4 cities. He also established Firoz Shah Kotla. Remember Firoz Shah Kotla? You have heard this word. What is the time? Oh, 46. Okay, Firoz Shah Kotla. Okay, then after, if we talk about the construction part, he repaired, not completed. He repaired. Due to the lightning issue, the last or the top floor of Qutub Minar got destroyed, and he repaired the top floor of Qutub Minar. Right? He shifted Ashoka's pillar. Remember, in a Ashoka part, I have told you one or two pillars which was shifted by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Ashoka's pillar. Can somebody tell me the pillar name which was shifted by Firoz Shah Tughlaq? from a different part to Delhi? Anyone? No? Delhi Topra and Delhi Meerut. Please revise your content. Delhi Topra and Delhi Meerut. No idea? Okay. He started a one department. The name of department was Diwane. Acha, I have not mentioned that. Diwane Khairat and Diwane Bandgan. Actually, Diwane Bandgan was kind of employment department from where the slaves got hired. Okay. Delhi Topra and Meerut. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Diwane Bandgan or Diwane Wazarat. Diwane Bandgan, Diwane Wazarat also, sorry. Diwane Wazarat. Don't worry, I will create a one list of these department of a Delhi Sultanate because these are very important. So, in a Delhi Sultanate part, this was a contribution of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay. Yes, one more part. He actually constructed a lot of canal because he was keen interest in a agriculture part. Any issues? Okay, clear. So irrigation part also mentioned in a case of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay. Now, the last ruler of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, sorry, the last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Anyone? They have not mentioned it. Just a minute. Last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Anyone? No one? Okay. Nasiruddin Mahmud. No issue. Nasiruddin Mahmud. He was the last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty and the timing was, we can say, 1394 to 1412. There's a one issue. Because when Nasiruddin Mahmud ruled in India, there was an attack of Temur Lung in 1398. And that is because of his attack, Temur Lung attack. Wait. During which ruler? So Nasiruddin Mahmud, in which year 1398 was the perfect year. So basically, Nasiruddin Mahmud actually ruled from 1394 to 1398. Then after, when Temurlang left India, he left his representative too, and his representative founded the Sayyid Dynasty. So Sayyid Dynasty is the fourth dynasty in our Delhi Sultanate. Timing is 1414 to 1451. Clear? This glitch? Huh? How Sayyid Dynasty ruled or how they come, get it or not? Guys, are you there? Is there an issue? Acha, okay. Hanji. Okay. So Sayyid Dynasty is the basically they were the they belongs to the Temurlang region. Okay, and that is why they were the outsider of Delhi Sultanate, we can say. Now, Khilji Khan is the founder of Sayyid Dynasty. Not so much content in a Sayyid Dynasty. He was a founder. Now, remember, Iltutmish took the authority letter of Sultan from the Baghdad Khalifa Al-Munsir Billah, right? Sayyid were the first dynasty who did not accept a Sultan title. And Khilji Khan was the first ruler who didn't get a Sultan title, while instead of Sultan, his title name was Rayat-e-Ala. Rayat-e-Ala was the main title of Khilji Khan. Clear? Okay. Now, then after Muhammad Shah ruled around 13 years, he was the next ruler. He just wrote his autobiography. Actually, his autobiography was the only autobiography in a Delhi Sultanate part. So he wrote his autobiography. Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi. Clear? Okay. Then after, finally, Alam Shah, or you can say he was the last ruler of Sayyid Dynasty. Last ruler of Sayyid Dynasty. Okay. Also killed by Behlol Lodi. Behlol Lodi. And finally, after Sayyid Dynasty, Lodis were the first who founded. After Sayyid Dynasty, Lodis established their empire in a Delhi Sultanate. Lodis were the first Afghanis who ever ruled over India. Sher Shah Suri was the second Afghani ruler, but the Lodis were the first Afghani dynasty who ever ruled over India. Okay. Now, Behlol Lodi was the founder of Lodi dynasty that we have already know this part. Okay, and then after, Sikandar Lodi, the prominent, the most perfect ruler of whole Lodi dynasty. One important part that in 1504 he founded Agra city. Okay, and in 1506 he shifted his capital. This was the first time when second time when the capital shifted in whole Delhi Sultanate. Remember, Qutbuddin Aibak's capital was Lahore. When Iltutmish became a ruler, he only shifted his capital from Lahore to Delhi, and then after the capital never shifted till Sikandar Lodi. So he shifted his capital from Delhi to Agra. This was a major part. He also introduced a one measurement unit, that is a Gaj-e-Sikandari. It was launched by Sikandar Lodi. Behlol Lodi, he was the last ruler of Delhi Sultanate. As you can see, time 1570 to 1526. He was defeated by Babur in a first battle of Panipat in 1526. And by defeating Ibrahim Lodi, Babur founded the Mughal Empire in all over India instead of Delhi Sultanate. Clear? I think we'll have a third class also, third part of Delhi Sultanate also. I gave you some question and some important list of Delhi Sultanate. Please go through the list, or else please go through the whole PDF for Delhi Sultanate, your part 1 and the part 2, so that we can attempt more question in your third part of Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Please go through this financial administration. These are the questions actually, but due to the lack of time, I cannot attempt these questions, guys. Okay. I hope so you can understand. Okay. And please go through this PDF also for the complete documentation. Clear? Okay. Okay. So here we have completed this session, everyone, and we need to end this class as I have already a one class. Ma'am, is Muhammad Tughlaq change capital? Muhammad bin Tughlaq changed his capital, but actually the public of Delhi Sultanate did not accept it, and again he shifted back due to the unsuccessful scheme. Okay. Clear? Okay. So please go through all the PDF of Delhi Sultanate, and in your next class we will attempt the special questions of Delhi Sultanate especially. Okay. And also you can ask your question in a third part too. So please read the content. Okay. Here we have completed. Thank you so much. Bye-bye everyone. Don't forget to give a feedback. Thank you. Take care. We'll meet you tomorrow. Bye.